China just connected the dots between a prototype and a frontline-ready stealth family. At the Changchun Air Show and Air Force Open Day in late September, the pilot who flew the FC-31's maiden test said the new J-35A draws its performance from that original platform and that more R&D is coming. This video explains how the FC-31 evolved into land and sea-based J-35 variants and what Changchun actually revealed. The FC-31 was never a cul-de-sac. It was a launch platform for a second, adaptable stealth family. Over more than a decade, engineers used FC-31 prototypes to validate aerodynamics, control laws, materials, and integration, then split the Lineage into two branches, a carrier-capable J-35 and a land-based J-35A. That dual trajectory explains why progress now appears rapid. The groundwork was quietly banked before the new nameplates emerged. At Changchun, the FC-31's maiden-flight pilot underscored this continuity, noting the J-35 as excellent aerodynamic design derives directly from FC-31 lessons and that the platform invites further R&D. This confirms a design philosophy built around a flexible core that can spawn variants without restarting from zero, enabling shared software, maintenance practices, and training concepts. Public milestones align with this cadence. Reports of a J-35A first flight in 2023, a broader public reveal in 2024. By September 2025, messaging shifts toward commissioning and normalization. Strategically, the result is a two-family ecosystem alongside the J-20 track. Planners gain options, distribute roles, smooth logistics, and scale activity without overloading a single type. For observers, the real story is the process of a maturing pipeline capable of absorbing upgrades, spinning off configurations, and evolving steadily. That process signals durability, faster learning loops, quicker software drops, and tighter feedback between land and sea branches, turning a once experimental airframe into a sustained capability. Changchun's Air Force Open Day Plus Air Show wasn't a data dump, it was careful framing. Running in late September after the early September parade, it used sequencing to normalize modernization. A nationally televised review establishes legitimacy, then an open day makes it feel routine. On the ground, the J-20 took center stage in person, while the J-35A drew crowds as a detailed model inside the hall, an intentional asymmetry indicating different points on the public readiness curve. Rather than placing a J-35A airframe on the ramp, state media emphasized interviews, especially the FC-31 maiden-flight pilot linking the J-35 family's performance to FC-31 fundamentals and signaling ongoing development. Enthusiasts quoted in coverage anticipated the first true static display soon, consistent with cautious reveal cycles that pace visibility between capability steps. Equally important was timing. Just weeks earlier, the parade listed J-35A alongside J-20A and J-20S, threading the aircraft into an official stealthification narrative. Changchun then reinforced that message without oversharing. The net effect is a perceptual shift from sporadic sightings to an emerging family being folded into everyday planning. What should observers track next? 3 near-term signals: a public static display of a J-35A, visibly shared training or support elements hinting at sea, land commonality, and incremental mentions of integration activities with existing fifth-generation units. None require sensitive disclosures. They simply demonstrate momentum moving from talking points to routine presence, which is exactly what the event's choreography suggested. If the hardware story is variance, the operational story is pairing. Picture complementary strengths: J-20 as a sensor-rich coordinator, J-35A as a versatile performer with compact form and a sibling tuned for decks. Together, they enable mixed formations that share information, manage emissions, and flex roles without constant broadcast. Practically, teams can spread out for cleaner airspace views, pass tasks quietly, and rotate which element remains discrete. Because J-35A and J-35 share foundations, software updates, maintenance knowledge, and training language propagate quickly between land bases and carriers, compressing learning cycles. Scalability follows. A two-family ecosystem doesn't need vast numbers to influence behavior. It needs repeatable patterns, reliable availability, smooth update pipelines, and consistent playbooks. Once those exist, the wider force begins acting differently, quieter, more coordinated, and with more options. This is why the process behind J-35A matters as much as the airframe. It's a channel for continuous improvement of materials, coatings, mission systems, and human-machine interfaces to iterate without waiting for clean-sheet designs. Finally, consider the sea-land bridge. Carrier-borne J-35 and land-based J-35A provide two entrances to the same ecosystem. Shared test data, aligned support gear, and synchronized training timelines reduce friction when adopting new software loads or procedures. Over time, that alignment becomes a rhythm. Practice, update, verify, repeat. For outside observers, the most useful habit is to watch for evidence of rhythm, regular public appearances, steady training mentions, and small maturity signals like new ground equipment or pilot comments on everyday ease of use. Those cues reveal a playbook progressing from rehearsal to routine. That's our breakdown of how the FC-31's lessons are shaping the J-35A era and what to watch next. The first full static display, signs of deeper integration with J-20 units, and steady updates that make stealth routine rather than rare. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.